And hello there, good evening. I am First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin here with your 8 p.m. edition of Atlanta News First Plus. We're streaming on a variety of platforms this evening, basically anywhere you can stream. I'm coming to you live right now from the First Alert desk. I just heard a pretty good boom of thunder here in West Midtown, 14th and McCaslin at the Atlanta News First studios. Showers and thunderstorms are moving through. If you're watching this stream on YouTube, for example, was talking about how storms are going to be an impact for some of your evening plans. Stephen Prather, hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. If I didn't, give me a correction. Chatting with Stephen on YouTube. That's the account or the place to be streaming-wise. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns about our Metro Atlanta, North Georgia, or even beyond forecast, again, that is the place to be. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin again, just waiting just a few moments, slowly kind of getting into this, letting some more folks join. Looks like we already do have several live, but just want to give people a couple moments so they don't miss any good information. In the meantime, let me know how your day's going, what's going on. If you're seeing rain where you're streaming from, Steven, I don't know if you're watching from the Metro, from North Georgia, but if you're seeing rain, let me know. Showers and thunderstorms are impacting northeastern areas in particular, northeast side of the Metro, on up into East Georgia, Northeast Georgia, Lake Lanier. It's a stormy evening. In fact, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for far eastern portions of Forsyth County and into portions of Hall County, western portions of Hall County, kind of Flowery Branch, back towards Beaufort, extreme northern Gwinnett County. This is just north of you. Stephen, good evening to you. This severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Lake Lanier until 8:15 in the evening, so we have about another 12 minutes or so on this particular warning, though the bulk of the thunderstorm activity is just east of the lake. Lots of lightning, lots of thunder, not the best evening to be out on the lake. Nonetheless, the bulk of the activity is just to the east of Lake Lanier, over Oakwood, down towards Brazelton, and these downpours are building off to the east. Now, we're seeing redevelopment, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. Do you want to try to pull up our Lake Lanier sky cam, maybe give you a vantage point of all of this lightning? So bear with me here. I'm kind of hopping back into my weather computer, and here's another view. We're going to go through the sky cams here really quick, and we can see the downpour from the King and Queen building up on the north side, up in Sandy Springs. So this is going to be that cam that I pull up for you right now. We're just going to kind of talk over that. Look at that downpour right there. That's something you don't see every day. Lots of heavy rain and likely some wind there. You can kind of see on the right-hand side of your screen the wall of rain and how it bends outwardly, kind of away from the actual core of the downpour, and that's because winds are gusting out from this heavy rain. Showers and thunderstorms continuing to develop across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. First alert weather day today. Storms continuing to build into North Georgia and Metro Atlanta, really increasing in coverage. So that is just one of several storms that we have seen. We've seen a couple severe thunderstorm warnings up, not in the Metro, but well north and northeast of the city. And now starting to get some development closer into town. Quite a bit of lightning now on the north side, Brookhaven, Chamblee, North Druid Hills, just south of Sandy Springs, or over towards Vining, south and east of Truist. That's this downpour that you can see developing and actually redeveloping. Again, these showers and thunderstorms having some staying power, just slowly working their way through the city of Atlanta. In fact, I can bring you back to that particular downpour here on radar and put a track on that. We're tracking downpours right now, what you see on the screen up in Gainesville, Hall County. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for just a few more minutes for far eastern Forsyth County, southwestern Hall County. However, Forsyth, you're pretty much done for now. But I would not be surprised, and before we take you down to the city of Atlanta, would not be surprised if new thunderstorms develop just to the north of Cumming and Forsyth County and kind of built eastward back into this already kind of present cluster of showers and thunderstorms. All right, back into the city of Atlanta. It is booming on the north side. You can see all of that lightning as we kind of go back in time. Notice how these downpours, they keep wanting to just kind of, yes, they're moving east, but while they're doing that, they're also trying to redevelop or back build, we call it, to the west. So if you live in the Highlands, if you live up towards Truist, if you live in the Cumberland area, probably hearing that thunder, seeing the lightning, showers and thunderstorms trying to build from east to west, even though the actual downpours are moving generally eastward. Storms in the metro, not severe, though can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm pushing those gusty winds out from the core of the downpours. A severe thunderstorm warning or two, an additional one is possible. and just in general, kind of a stormy evening for parts of the area. Steven, I had a wonderful day watching from Noonan down in Coweta. Okay, let's take a gander down there. Hopefully you're still on the stream. It took me a few minutes to come back, and okay, Steven is still on the stream. Okay, so down in Coweta, you do have a couple showers here. Right now they're weak, though, noticing this storm. Quite a bit of lightning in the last couple frames there. So this is a shower that is quickly developing. Now a thunderstorm across southeastern portions of Heard County. This is moving generally north and west, may cut in between Moreland and Noonan. Definitely need to keep an eye on the forecast. Downpours increasing in your neck of the woods, even though the main bulk of the activity is off to your north and to your northeast. Carlson saying it was pouring down rain in Gastonia. Stephen saying hearing thunder in Noonan earlier. Yeah, so that's that storm, Stephen, that's on radar right now. To your, if you're watching the screen, it's on the right-hand side. That downpour in Heard County, that's probably what you're hearing thunder and lightning from, and it is tracking into Coweta County. If it wasn't that storm, it was the one that was over Noonan just a few moments ago. That has now fallen apart. It has weakened. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks for watching. Always appreciating the viewership. Carlson saying, thank you. Thanks, man. Appreciate the kind words. So, again, zooming back out, we're tracking downpours, showers, and thunderstorms kind of increasing across metro Atlanta. If you watched the stream last night at 8 p.m., we talked about how downpours today would kind of have a later start compared to yesterday, and they would linger later in the evening. So I don't think we're done with rain and thunder until maybe 11 midnight is when it really starts winding down, and then we're back to drier conditions. You're very welcome, Stephen. Again, inside the perimeter, inside metro Atlanta, showers and thunderstorms are increasing. It is getting stormy inside I-285, especially up towards Doraville, Sandy Springs, Decatur, Druid Hills, though I would not be surprised if this downpour continued to build off to the west and kind of increased and expanded over parts of metro Atlanta. So I think the storms will continue. First alert forecast, we're going to keep that alert going through the evening. As temperatures gradually cool back, we'll keep that alert going through about midnight. And then improving conditions overnight tonight. An isolated shower is still possible. But in general, looking like it'll be quiet tomorrow morning. An isolated shower is possible, but the main bulk of the storms, these slow-moving downpours, and I mean, it is absolutely pouring. I can pull that camera back up. This is going to be Sandy Springs, Georgia 400 at I-285, looking to the south. And you can see that it is absolutely pouring. I mean, visibility just across the connector I-285, and then you lose the visibility. That's how heavy this particular downpour is across North Georgia and metro Atlanta. I should say these downpours, plural, tracking quite a few of those across the city at this time, the general metro. We're going to keep that rain chance going in the forecast. Stephen, I've been a meteorologist for about 2.5 years at Atlanta News First. Before that, I was in Savannah, Georgia, sister station WTOC. Before that, I was at our other sister station, KCBD in Lubbock, Texas. So, 10 or 12 years, but been here in Atlanta, luckily, for about 2.5 years now. Of course, North Georgia weather, Atlanta weather can change very quickly. It can across much of the country, but especially here in the city of Atlanta. Going to hold 1 second. I will be right. And in the first alert forecast, we are tracking showers and thunderstorms, just checking in with my assignment desk guy, getting calls about heavy rain and lightning up in Sandy Springs. Just wanted to check in, see what is going on. And Brooke is commenting. Hopefully, she's saying there might be a typo somewhere in there. Let's see, I had to type pretty fast. Let me know what you're talking about, Brooke. H. Watson. Let me know where you're seeing that. I'm not seeing it on my end. It may be something in something that's automatically driven. But again, we're tracking showers and thunderstorms moving through metro Atlanta, North Georgia as well. Not just the city. I know we're hearing quite a bit of thunder, but showers and thunderstorms continuing to develop. It's been mainly northeast Georgia, up in Hall County, Lake Lanier, Gainesville. But do notice how showers and thunderstorms are starting to increase back to the south and west of this initial cluster of showers and thunderstorms, kind of a broken band as I draw that out on the screen up in northeast Georgia. But more recently, new showers and thunderstorms developing on the west and southwest sides, and it will continue to boom. There will continue to be heavy rain across the city of Atlanta, at least portions of it, and metro Atlanta as well. For example, noticing a new downpour developing in Roswell as I zoom down in, you'll notice new downpour developing in Roswell. This is building towards Alpharetta and Milton. Georgia 400 at Milton Parkway. It is going to be stormy. South of Dallas, up in the Paulding County area, it is also beginning to storm. Was a very noisy storm over Noonan. And now a new storm developing in Heard County, pushing to the east back into Coweta County towards Noonan. Stephen saying it wasn't hot like yesterday. You know, more clouds today, kind of got an earlier start. And that kept temperatures from reaching as uncomfortable of levels. We were 90 yesterday, and technically in the city of Atlanta, we were 90 again today, so it was actually about the same. No, though your neighborhood, your area, your community may have been just a little bit cooler with clouds kind of getting an earlier start. It's funny, clouds got an earlier start, but the rain took longer to really develop, and of course it was muggy across the board. So we're kind of sitting here harping on what's going on this evening. Just wanted to draw your attention to the fact, first alert weather day, scattered showers and thunderstorms really getting going now across North Georgia and metro Atlanta. And it will remain storming at least in a few communities on through late evening, gradually drying it out. So it took longer to get storms to develop. It'll take a little bit longer for storms to break up and diminish overnight tonight. We're waking up to quiet conditions initially tomorrow morning. Low temperatures tomorrow out the door, 77. As we get into Eatonton, mid-70s. And Gainesville even, Hall County, mid-70s. Helen, you're up in the mountains. Should be cooler. You are a little bit, but 72 tomorrow morning. Certainly that is not that cool. LJ taking the cool prize with upper 60s. Hour-by-hour forecast. As we go deeper into tomorrow, we're going to heat it up. Like today, clouds grow taller. Showers and thunderstorms start popping up, especially as we get into early afternoon, maybe noon, 1 o'clock, first couple downpours, and then by 3, 4, 5, we're really seeing showers and thunderstorms develop. So a first alert weather day tomorrow, wetter than an average summer day, and it could impact your plans, has a greater chance of doing that at least. Again, Brooke, if you're still on the stream, saying typo 2.0, let me make sure everything is good on my end. Just give me a holler if you're still on the stream, what you're seeing there, and I might be able to fix that or direct you to what may be occurring. I'm not sure if you're talking about on the weather graphic, you see something that looks weird. But again, Brooke Watson, if you are still watching on YouTube, just give me a holler. High temperatures tomorrow, 93. Again, as we reach those temperatures, upper 80s and lower 90s, that's when showers and thunderstorms will really start developing. 88 LJ, Helen at 88. Tomorrow will feel just as muggy as today. We're kind of stuck in this pattern. The heat, humidity, scattered showers and thunderstorms developing each and every day. We'll start to break that pattern, though, as we get into the middle of the coming work week. Have your 7-day forecast here in just a moment. Hour by hour, though, first beginning at 9 a.m. tomorrow, we're quiet. Noon, as I mentioned, isolated. The first couple showers and thunderstorms might start developing. Stephen on YouTube saying, if Atlanta News first will too early when school starts back next month. Well, we'll do our normal 4:30 newscast as far as I know. Stephen, faithful news viewer, Stephen Prather, thank you for commenting and chatting with me on YouTube. Also, thank you to you, Carlston and Austin. And Austin down in Henry County. I just got one quote. Do you think the storms will move east? Austin, you have a chance of more showers and thunderstorms this evening. I think your chance starts increasing after about 9:30. Sorry, just seeing that right now. To tomorrow we go, though. Notice isolated showers, noon, more by 2, and then we're really starting to get going here at 4, 5, 6 p.m., just like the past several days. A couple of those storms will be strong. 1 or 2 could be severe. We've had a couple severe storms today producing gusty winds and hail to about the size of Nichols earlier up near Lake Lanier. Right now, a strong thunderstorm, not severe but strong, stretching from Sandy Springs to Brookhaven to North Druid Hills. And that one could produce some gusty winds and perhaps some small hail, but right now, not warned. But we'll keep an eye on it for you. Thanks, Christopher Ewell, as well, is watching. And tomorrow's forecast, much like today, scattered showers and thunderstorms developing at 4, 5, 6 p.m. We're going to keep this going. I think tomorrow we'll keep that storm chance through 9, 10 p.m. and then a little quieter, a little earlier, kind of the opposite trend from today that we were just talking about. In that first alert 7-day forecast, if you want drier weather, we do have some on the way. Tuesday, we're dropping your rain chance, peeling it back to 30%. 20% Wednesday. I've dropped your rain chance Thursday, Friday completely. But we'll keep an eye on the forecast, and if we do need to add that 20% back in. But in general, I think we're looking okay. And then as we get into Saturday at 96, Sunday 97, hot weather is back. Humid weather, it never really goes away, but a little break from the humidity as we get into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But what little break we had, short-lived, it comes back. And we're back in the mid and upper 90s, and it's feeling muggy, so probably feeling hotter than 100 degrees as we get into next weekend. Also want to give you an update on Tropical Storm Beryl. Sustained winds 70 miles an hour, gradually looking better and better organized, strengthening as expected as it approaches the Texas coast. Forecast to become a hurricane. In fact, forecast to make landfall with 85-mile-per-hour sustained winds right around Matagorda Bay. If you're familiar, that's roughly halfway between Houston, Galveston area, and Corpus Christi. Of course, that's just the path of the center. Impacts will extend well beyond that. So the city of Houston, the entire metro, Galveston, up to portions of central Texas, Austin, Dallas, seeing impacts from what is forecast to become Hurricane Beryl. For us, really don't think we even have secondary impacts. The moisture plume with this, we might get a little bit of that, but I think most of it stays to our north and to our northeast. So nothing to worry about in the tropics. And after this, it's looking mostly quiet here for the next several, not just days, but probably the next 2 to 3 weeks. Fairly quiet in the tropics. Some early signs that August may trend a little busier, especially by the middle of the month. But right now, next 2 to 3 weeks, we are looking pretty quiet. Again, just to show you the downpour that's moving through Sandy Springs right now, better visibility, but you can still see it is pouring kind of screen left there. That is Buckhead in the distance, and beyond that, Midtown. Could not see any of that just 10 to 15 minutes ago. And we will have more of these showers and thunderstorms moving through North Georgia and metro Atlanta, I think, well past sunset. 10, 11, midnight, we're still going to be tracking some showers and thunderstorms in the first alert forecast. So keep an eye on the forecast if you have outdoor evening plans. First alert weather app, rain and lightning alerts, keep those turned on. We'll keep you updated. Full forecast coming up this evening. Atlanta News First on Peachtree TV starting at 10 p.m. on Atlanta's CW affiliate. And then the late news, Atlanta News First at 11. We'll have that new track, an update with Beryl if you have loved ones or interests in Texas. And I'll also have your latest first alert forecast tracking more scattered storms tomorrow.